Okay, hi. I'll be talking about the route for Jump King Quest Early Access Speedrun. I genuinely think it has become very stabilized, and there aren't many deviations you can do from this route that would be much faster, because actually every corner has been cut, and this is what we came up with by doing a lot of runs and a little bit of theory. Make new character, and we choose any color, of course, but the bright ones are better. They're more visible, so that's what I use at least. We use the inclination devoted only because of the weapon, Wandering Stick, because it's a free hit weapon, and the recovery after hits is very short. So you can basically whip out your shield whenever you need to. And this lets you also cancel the attack string with a jump, with a very small, brief jump to start attacking just slightly faster than you would normally be able to. Every inclination is viable, actually, especially because of their different attributes. But right now, devoted is strongly preferred. We choose the metal attribute instead of guile, although it shouldn't make much difference. I believe it's because of the scaling, or actually it gives you a tiny boost of HP that really comes into play if you make a mistake, especially against bosses. Redfin Prison. Here you want to hold left the moment you load in and buffer a jump as quickly as you can to the right side to either hit the corner here or jump on the platform. This triggers the Percy cutscene, and he starts walking towards you. And there's 45 seconds of waiting. In Jump King Quest, if you're not holding a shield or a weapon, you can charge part of the jump in the air, like so, like I'll show you in the next room. And basically, jump the moment you hit the ground by releasing the button that had the pre-charged jump. This is the route you normally take. I'll try to be as precise as I can. If a jump is a full jump and you're just starting out, if it's not necessarily a full jump, but a full jump works, that is probably what you want to be doing. These are full jumps here if you want. This is a lineup, so you never fall and you jump over the enemy. Here you just go to the Percy cell, you drop down, grab the metal pipe. To do this as fast as you can, you hold down and just press, well, I press B or circle on the pad, but you press the button to drop down, and then immediately release down and press it again. And you just tap, well, the circle on the pad. To pick up items the fastest, you drop to the ground, you change direction, and then immediately press use. This is the fastest way to interact, by changing directions after you land. You go up here or the other way around. You take out your metal pipe, and you can actually cancel these attacks by jumping after the second attack. It's only slightly faster. It really doesn't matter that much, but it is faster. So this room, I'll try to do it quickly. You jump here, full jump. You jump close to the jailer, and then either... I don't think a full jump works. We can try it. Okay, so if you're close to the jailer, the full jump also works. You want to bounce off of this platform. We don't take the shield because it's slower. You're pretty safe here if you just jump over the jailer. Now this part. If you are new to Jump King Quest, but you want to speedrun either way, you could just take the shield from the room on the left before going here, which makes this fight much easier. But if you want to save time, the fastest and the fastest way to do it is just taking out the pipe, lining up yourself here, and timing a jump so that you jump over the jailer while you're already turned towards him. And then you do a combo left heavy or light heavy, and 2 heavies to just break the shield. Here, what I'd like to do is line up here, do a full jump, buffer a jump, so it acts almost like a full jump, buffer a jump, stop for a moment, right here, because I'll come back to this in the bog, but in the water, it kind of works the same as you can buffer jumps outside of water. When you hold down jump, before you reach the ground, look how far up do I go by just tapping jump right before I land. And now by normally jumping from the floor, from the ground. You can buffer water jumps as well, but you don't want to do this here because it throws off your timing. So you jump from here, you stop for a brief moment, and then this is like the general place you want to jump from. It's like a medium jump, you have to feel it out. If you miss it, you can always retry, it's faster to retry. You jump up here, and then you jump over the jailer with a medium jump. You want to do medium jumps when you're against the enemies, because full jumps are very vertical, and the enemies sometimes move forward and they push you back. So it's possible that you won't be able to jump over them. But if you do medium jumps instead, it's you who's pushing against the enemy in a pretty horizontal fashion, like this. And you're basically sliding against them. I believe the collision boxes of enemies are kind of like cones, or they're angled, so if you slide against them, it's possible for you to just go up, slide over, like go past their collision. Full jump from around this area. Wherever you jump from here is fine, as long as your legs are touching this little rock spot on the ground here. So basically anywhere from here is good, even like this. This is a full jump. Usually when you're going up or against slopes, you want to jump with a charged jump. And when you're going on flat surface, you want to do the bunny hops with pre-charged jumps. So here we would either full jump, because it's safer and doesn't waste much time, or you can jump from here, kind of like this. This is a full jump, except from the very corner here, which bounces you back. Let me show you. So you don't want to do this, because it bounces you back. It's not the end of the world, because it just pushes you all the way back there. So normally, you want to jump here, behind the jailer, and full jump from here. But if the jailer is alerted somehow, I think it's time-based, I'm not sure, then you just want to hold the jump for longer and jump over him, and then do like a medium plus jump. That's the prison, basically. Bunny hop to the chest, take your armor and weapon. You only really need the weapon and the shield during this fight, so this is what I'll get. You want to put it on, two little jumps, one full jump, and then it usually lets you fight Warden. So I'll speak about the fight first, and then I'll fight him. You want to get as close to him as quickly as possible right away, and do the following combo. Left, 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 left. You basically spam the left attack until you can't anymore, because you need to block. You don't want to break your shield, so perhaps avoiding attacks or getting out of range is very important. But essentially, you can save a lot of time here with a good fight and lose a lot of time with a bad fight. You always want to end up close to Warden, because he does this backhand. He can do one of two things, actually three things, but The third one is very rare. So usually he moves back and does the back slap. But he can also do a back slap right away. So you want to jump back after baiting one of these two attacks by being basically right up his nose. Oh, if this happens, you just want to jump over by moving back. You don't want to fight enemies in general because it wastes time, unless you have to, like in sewers maybe. Okay, so let's utilize that. After like 3 or 4 combo chains, light chains, you just do a heavy attack. That's one. I know he'll do this. That was very good, very slow. He's gonna move back. And now I can do the heavy. It stuns him, and I continue. That's a perfect fight, basically. It's not always this perfect, because he might choose to do a different attack. It's super rare. It is based on whether he sees you in front of him or not. You just get out of here. While falling, it's good to put on your armor. This is like the only spot you have a lot of time to use. In the water here, it doesn't matter where you fall. There are no lineups really. You want to buffer jumps between touching the ground and do a quick brief tap. So basically hold, release and tap. Hold, release, tap, and just keep doing that. Here next to the end, you want to do a brief jump so that you swim in the water, and another brief jump so that you jump out of it instead of like getting stuck against the wall and losing your momentum, kind of. Okay, that's Redfin Prison and Jailer's Gulf, I think it's called. Yep. Mangrove Pits. The moment you enter Mangrove Pits, you want to do 1 step forward or do a little jump forward and full jump. Then you can do a medium jump, and then you want to jump from this side of the platform, because either way, because if you don't, you'll get stuck on this step here, and if you do, you'll just get past it. Here. This is a pretty tight jump to get it so landed so neatly, but you can just do a full jump there. Here. If you want to save a lot of time, you need to learn this this pretty precise jumping section. If you're new and you're losing a lot of time here and you don't want to learn this in particular, you can just go there to the frog cave. I don't know what the name is. Jump up here, to the left, over here, medium plus, another medium plus. From here, you just have to feel it out. It took me many tries to get it. You don't want to jump from the very edge of the platform because you fall through. You want to jump from the middle or like from this side, but also not from the very edge over here, because you also lose your chance to get up here. Full jump from this little sticking part. Medium jump, getting up there and making your way here. You get on the edge of the platform, full jump. You can either full jump from here and get around, or it's very slightly faster to go this way, but it requires more focus. 2 ways to go about this place. You walk up to this edge, full jump, and you full jump again. This is the easiest, I think. Then you jump here and up here. Let me go through the whole thing. Up here, here, and here. Or if you want to be a little faster, you want to jump to this platform. Full jump from the right corner, full jump from the left corner to bounce. You can do a little hop here. Jump over here to the edge of this platform. If you're in the middle of the bridge, this is a full jump. From here, you want to get to the edge of the bridge here. 2 full jumps. Medium jump. We skip Igor. And we're in Lower Red Crown Woods. Bravo. Congratulations. You always want to jump to the left here. Remember to jump to the left here. This saves some time, because we want to trigger this Netherwood checkpoint. Full jump from here, or like a more precise jump after you wanna jump here from the very edge. Now, there is a bandit on the right here, so he can get in the way, but if you do low jumps to the left side of these platforms, here and here, he's not gonna bother you, or he's just gonna drop down here without like a way of him jumping in your way. Jumping up, jumping here, jumping over the mud. Jump from the little hill, move to the right, full jump left. Jump from the stairs, jump from the stairs. Make your way up. No real lineups here. If this archer is standing on the edge, you want to go around because he'll block your way. Like this. But if he is not standing on the edge, because his spawns are a little random, he's still on the edge. I don't think he will despawn the way I think he might. Normally you can do this, but because he's on the edge, it's much harder, so it's safe to just... Okay, like if he were here, I would have done that. But if he's on the very edge laying down, he might react quickly and push you off. And even if he doesn't push you off, you'll probably want to block, and he might push you on the shield, and you might fall down all the way down, and it loses a lot of time. Okay, abandoned ruins. Jump to the left, full jump up here, up here. Now, this archer would trigger the moment you come up here, so you want to jump on the very edge of this platform. Check that you're on the edge by moving slightly to the right, and full jump left. And then just ignore the archer. Otherwise, if you miss it, you can do this. There, here. Block him or kill him if you miss it and you're about to die. It's always better to take a fight here than die. Takes time to jump. Once you get up here, there are two things that can happen. You want to full jump left to get on this shelf, you could say. Line up to the right or a little bit from the left, not from here because you will bump. You'll full jump on the very on the highest platform in this middle section, and then immediately you want to jump left and drop down next to the bandit and open the door, because you want the arrow to hit you. If the arrow hits you during the animation, you will get thrown out of the animation of opening the door, and it will be faster. Don't do it if you're low health. If you're low health, you can do something else. Just anything else. For example, full jump. If you can time it enough, risk it. See, this didn't work out, and it's absolutely horrible. There's a safe way of doing it. You can basically kill the archer. You could jump here and attack the archer right away to get rid of him if he's too much to handle, because the timing is pretty strict. If the bandit just jumps over you, you can open the door and you have the time. The moment you enter this door, you want to hold down and B, so drop down, and tap right once you fall down, and heal. I didn't heal because I want to show you something. The bandit can do one of 3 attacks. He will start walking up to you. If he does the clap, like kind of trying to catch you, he starts off from here, by the way. If he throws the clap, you have to wait. If he throws the punch, you want to jump over and open the chest. See, that's kind of contrary to what I said, but it's only because we have waited a long time. He does the clap, you have to wait. You see the animation trigger for the attack. You jump over and you open the chest. Now you're very safe. Full jump left without walking. Full jump left, and you get out of here. The only other attack I didn't mention is the uppercut, but he only does it when you're very close to him. That was a throw. He threw the punch. That is an uppercut. He can sometimes follow it up as well. But he does it independently as well. So uppercut is good too. You don't want to jump over if he only does the walking animation, because then he'll turn around and attack you. So clap is not good. Punch is good if you jump over. That was not a very good explanation. Once you go out, you do a little hop. Over here, full jump. This jumps over the archer and you open the gate, you're safe. Nothing can get you here. You jump up here from the left edge, or like this general area, you do a full jump from the edge. Oops. Full jump from the edge, but it's very precise, or just almost full jump. It is a full jump. You would have healed at the bandit. So your health is either full or almost full. You enter the arena, you do a step to the right. And it's basically the same story with Oinko. If you manage to get a parry on him, that's good. You want to block these attacks. That's a very unfortunate cycle of attacks, actually. Once you're half health... Oh, we actually got very unlucky here. So once you're half health, he will do a little dance. And once he finishes the dance, you want to hit him with a heavy tap, because it will stun him. So you'll get a lot of downtime. He jumps over you, you just follow him and continue the attack barricade. Barrage, no, whatever. See, he's stunned. So he's doing the medium... not the medium, the halftime dance. Then I hit him with a heavy and continue. Full jump from the right, from the left corner there. And get out of here. We're going to teleport and open the barricade. The blockade. I'm not sure what it's called in the game. I think it's blockade. We make our way here. I like to jump from this tree route. I think it's a branch actually. No, it's branch route. I do a full jump from here. This is my lineup, kind of. Almost full, or like medium jumps, I'm not sure. Jump from this general area, not too far from the right. That's full jump, medium jump, full jump, little jump, full jump, like this. Or just make your own way through this. Full jump from here. You can jump from this left corner with a full jump. It's always good. You jump over these enemies. You want to land basically here, or make your way here, and do a full jump from here. This skips a couple jumps. Get on this branch, full jump from wherever, because you never actually... You can't fall from there if you full jump right. It's made perfectly. You pick up the filament. This will be for the shield upgrade. You drop down here. And you'll take the culprit's cavern, because we're not fighting a boss, because it takes time. You want to do a full jump from here, which is like the rock. General area, it's a little precise, not very precise. There's a little, like a little part sticking out from the ground. There's two, one here and one here. Like where my wandering stick is touching the bottom of it. Full jump. You go to the very edge, you want to get on this platform, on the edge. Full jump, come up here. It's better to jump from the very corner of this platform, because it will not trigger the bandit above. Let me show you. See? So you can safely get past him and then jump up here. You jump here, above the bandit, but with a flat jump. And from here, you want to do a full jump. Because you end up here, full jump left, and then make your way up this little well, kind of, I guess, or tower, I'm not sure. This is the 2-point clearing. We get out of here. Full jump from this corner, full jump from this corner. Now there's a little lineup here in Red Crown proper. you want to get... You see how the bridge is flat on the very top? You want to land in the middle of like this section, from here to here. Anywhere in this area, it's a full jump, and it makes you land on this very top platform. It doesn't work if you're too far on the right. It doesn't work if you're too far on the left. So you basically want to jump from here. It takes a little practice. It's very cool. It's something, and it's very easy to do. If you're a beginner and you need some safety, you drop down and grab the Gallant Armor set. If you want absolutely the most time saved you can have, I highly recommend taking the set, because it gives you like one or even two more chances to go through with the game, especially against bosses or like hard situations. From here it's full jump right, from here it's full jump left. If the knight didn't push me. Change direction, always to interact the fastest, even with doors. And up. Once you get out of here, it's actually 4 full jumps right. 1, 2, 3, 4, and it sets you up perfectly here. You can get through this area. Now, here's a Black Knight cutscene, but if you take your shield out, like this, right before you hit the ground, you can just tap it, you don't have to hold it. You will break free of the cutscene. So let me show you. And you can just walk freely. I do a full jump from here. You have to be quite quick and precise around these enemies. There's so many things that can happen here that I'm not gonna go over them at all. This is the best case scenario of what can happen. This is the best route you can take. From here, full jump. Here, you line up exactly in the middle of your character on this very seam. Full jump left, full jump right, full jump right, full jump left. A little jump, you get up here, full jump right. Full jump right, sometimes you have to shield. Full jump left on this platform, unload. This will unload the enemies from this area, which lets you safely move through here. Now, there are 2 ways you can go about this. This is the Black Knight skip. It saves a lot of time. It basically skips the entire boss. But you need to learn a couple things. You need to learn the attacks, how to position yourself, the attacks of the enemy, how to position yourself, and what can happen when approaching these 2 Red Crown Knights. What I do, and it's the safest. So first I'll show the Black Knight skip, and then I'll show the beginner route, which is just, killing the boss. You get up here. If you want to save time but be risky, jump into them. If you don't want to, jump over them. After you bait some sort of attack from at least one enemy. You kill them safely, you get up here. From the very edge of this platform, do a full jump neutral. It will respawn this unloaded enemy. There's an enemy down here that you want to trigger after you're ready, so when your health is low and there's nobody to block your way or screw up the setup. You can of course do the setup by just risking everything and ignoring these 2 enemies and not even unloading the enemies. That would be really, really fast. It would save a bunch of time, but it's very risky and it takes 10 minutes to get to this part of the game. There are 2 attacks that we're looking for from this Red Crown Knight with the Red Crown Sword, the sword variant of this Red Crown Knight. One is the double swing, when he does one swing and the other swing. And the other is a charge attack. Charge. If you die from either of these attacks, you get a lot of momentum. The second hit of the double swing gives you the most momentum and is the easiest to pull off, I would say. But either way, when you die, you send into the death splat, and the momentum after the death splat makes you go through this wall. And basically, you land here, which is after the locked door. Which you get from the Black Knight. Now, if the knight chooses the charge attack, you want to stand maximum of this distance from the left wall, because if you bounce off the wall, you won't get it. So from here to here, this is like the safe distance to stand during the charge attack. If the knight chooses the double swing, it will happen from here. He'll do 1, 2. You want to jump away from the swing, first swing, and jump into the second swing. Or just stand next to the second swing, walk into it, around this area, from here to here. Not too close to the left, because then you'll bounce off the wall. They have two different, they give you two different speeds after death, so to speak. So like this. I'll show you both. I'll come back here on the recording. How to bait attacks. You stand around this branch, or well, the part of the tree, you see this? And you want to keep moving right and left to get in and out of the range of the Red Crown Knight quickly, to give yourself the most chances of him triggering an attack. If he does a worse attack, any of the attacks that I didn't mention, there are two, you just have to redo the process. Wait for him to move back and bait attacks again. Okay, let's do it. Let's see what he chooses. Oh, you lost aggro there. Sometimes it happens when you're too fast. You want to jump here, up here, and wait a moment, and then get away. He didn't follow us, which is super slow. Sometimes he runs. This is only a single swing. This is the double swing. This is the first scenario. There it is, the second scenario. So once you get across, or down here, you want to immediately go to the left. Or jump to the left. If you land here, you just jump from this platform. Generally from this area. Here. And to the top. And full jump from here. And go to Igor. Or if you somehow, either because of enemy placement or just you hold jump for too long, you will end up on this platform. You want to jump up here and full jump from here. That's much faster actually, but it's not always the case that you can do it. Once you're at Igor, you want to spam his dialogue and heal, because we have to talk to Igor either way. We can just do it here. So I healed. I want to upgrade the shield once. Once you upgrade your shield and heal, you want to go to Nosecomb, because that's the next boss we're going to fight. Full jump from here, full jump into the wall, and almost full jump here. This lets you save a bunch of time on platforming section. Get to this edge, more or less. Full jump to the left, full jump to the left. Do a step to the right, full jump to the left. Do a full jump from the very edge of this place, or almost from the very edge, but here it won't work. To the right, it will do a double bounce and make you end up here on the platform. If you want super style points and save like half a second or a second, you can do this jump. It looks cool. It's not easy. It's risky. It's just better to do this and then jump up here and either get this filament, or you can get a filament later from... I don't remember the name, sorry. In the HO encampment. Full jump from here. Full jump. You'll jump above the bandit. Nothing will stop you. In encampment approach, you want to stand on this hill. Do a full jump left. Full jump left. Step to the right side of this this platform. Not from the middle, because you won't make it. But from the right side. Like this. It will skip the conversation with the fly that happens here. And you'll end up on this platform. Jump, jump, jump. Get to the very edge of this bridge. Full jump. Or just go forward. It's just easier to set up once you're here. You do a full jump here. Jump up here. Over there. Now this is quite important. I will actually unload this. You want to position yourself next to the beam, the wooden beam, to the left side of the wooden beam, but you don't want to step on it. Why is this important? Because it gives you a lot of time to set up your jumps without triggering a certain enemy on the right side, the one with the shield. I'll show you which one. I'll show you both scenarios actually. So you set up yourself here, full jump right, you want to be quick, full jump left from the corner, walk a little bit right, and set up here, then full jump. See how much time I had to set this up? Now the opposite situation is that you will trigger this shield guy, as you saw, early, and it won't give you enough time to set up the jump. Well, you'll have to be perfect with your timing, which is possible. It's not horrible. The worst case scenario is if you don't hit the jump or you get hit and fall here. Because there are so many enemies that either you will bug out or just die. So it's better to unload it. And retry. Right corner. Move to the right. Flatter jump. Make your way here. Now you want to jump from the left side of this door. Full jump. Medium jump to the right, medium to the left, medium to the right. Go here. Now you want to go to the very edge here. Do it quite quickly. Move to the right side of this platform. Full jump left. Take a step right and full jump from there. And in here. You want to pick up Gladius because this is the weapon we'll be using against Noscombe. If you have the Gallant Armor set, which we do, as you're opening the chest, you can open your inventory and put it on. If you don't have the set, good luck. Perhaps you got some armor. Well, this one is trash, but perhaps you got some armor drops like Oinko's Boarhead, which is a 100% drop chance. It gives you more defense, so you always want to put it on before a fight. Or maybe you'll get like an enemy drop or a different Oinko armor, or anything really, if you get lucky by maybe killing the Red Crown enemies. They also drop level 2 armor sometimes. Or even level 1 gives you metal, and it's better scaling on the Gladius. So if you haven't picked up the level 2 filament, you want to grab this one. If you're not healed, you want to heal before you're entering. You go in, you open the menu, and you grab Gladius. You can land a couple stabs before you parry Noscombe. If you're new to the game, you'll probably have trouble parrying the attacks. That's okay. Just get through the boss as best to the best of your ability. As you see, if you're behind Noscombe, he will do just one attack. This lets you, at least in the first phase, this lets you force a parry. Because there's a very specific parry window, and it's easy to notice it with this boss. It's exactly when he raises his halberd to the very highest point. It is quite easy to miss, of course, but if you practice it, it gives you a lot of hits with the Gladius and also a lot of damage. You can, of course, parry most of his moves. But the fight goes as every other boss fight, so you want to land a couple hits, parry, or not get hit, basically. Let me unload the boss and we will go through the fight. Or a perfect fight, perhaps. So this boss fight can either be done really quickly, or you have to go through a lot of the nose cones attacks. The fast cycle would be something like this. If you manage to land a lot of hits, like I did, then it's possible to stun him during the end quite quickly and finish him off real fast. But if you don't, you'll have to deal with all the attacks. Okay, once you get out, full jump left, full jump left. If the heavy elite knight does a step back, you have to be very careful. Or if then a halberd knight rushes you down, you might have to unload. But you want to get to the gate as fast as you can and open it, even if it means taking like 1 or 2 hits, because it just gets you past it. Go to the sewers. Sewers is a pretty hard jumping section, so you want to practice. The jumps you may not land. I'll show you my setups. I jump close to the fly and I just try to jump over it. Full jump from the left corner there. Get over the rat. Here, full jump from here, full jump right, full jump left. This is a setup. It's possible to skip this conversation, but it's precise. If you land close to the fly, you'll have to speak to him. It wastes like, what, 2 seconds maybe, but, you know, it's probably better to just get into the conversation. Jump here and here. If you're super scared you'll fall, you can just jump from this very edge. And this sets you up to another full jump left. Tap to hug the corner at the edge of the platform and jump full jump right. Or if you want to be a little faster, you just want to do the jumps much lower. Over here, this segment, I think Razzy Fuzzy has a better version of it. I have a faster version of it, I think. You jump from here. You buffer a little jump to the left. You adjust if you're too far to the right, because you might bounce. Full jump right, a little jump to the left, and a medium jump. I'll show you how fast you can do it if you have it figured out. So from here, normally you want to ignore the rats, and I will show you where I jump from exactly, so you can have the safest possible jump. You want to do like a medium-high jump from after the torch. And then it's just a full jump from anywhere on the cage. Full jump to the left. You want to move quickly, get past these rats, don't fight the rats. If you're pretty good, you can jump over the rat and continue here. Or if you want to take a safer route, you want to first bait the attack of the rat, jump over it. The next room is pretty tough. You'll have to pick up a key and get out of there as fast as you can. Or fight all the enemies and then pick up the key if you don't want to risk dying. It's a very risky and dangerous room, I would say. If you're very lucky, sometimes the enemies don't spawn at all, or you just get like 1 frog. I usually get to the edge of this platform. This is a very lucky spawn, actually, because the enemies are fighting. Okay, I jumped in between them, but this is what happens. Like, the enemies are fighting and you can take this to your advantage. They're still fighting, you just open the door and get out. I don't know. Good luck with this room, honestly. There is no strat. Just kill all the enemies or risk it. It's one of those two things. If by this point you're still full health and have a full hot dog, you don't have to pick up any slop or heal. Congratulations. These flies can be a nuisance, but I found a way that's really consistent to get through them. After that, you'll have to watch out for the puffballs, because there's a bunch of puffballs there that can throw you off. But if you don't have a weapon in your hands or a shield, you'll be able to buffer jumps, charge jumps in the air, and get past the puffballs anyway. Okay, so this is what you do. You get to the left corner of this area and do a full jump right. If there is a puffball, and you can do another full jump here, because you bounce off the ceiling. If there are puffballs anywhere here, oh, this is the worst case scenario, because you can't use the setup. You'll probably have to trigger it, jump back, and then jump into the cloud to not waste time. Left corner, full jump right, full jump right. If there are puffballs here, you might have to jump out. If there is a puffball here, you'll have to get to the very edge. Sometimes it spawns here. There's never a puffball on this platform. There can sometimes be puffballs right here. So you want to get past it, at least on the right side, so it doesn't push you off to the left. Get up here. Sometimes the puffball is here, so you might have to do 2 pre-charged jumps. Falling down here is no big deal. If you need health, grab it. If you don't, go to the boss. The easiest strat for this boss to cheese it is to bait it to the left with the attacks. Like so. You jump over him, and then you can easily land hits. If you're not gonna parry him, just do this. Attack as you're jumping at him, bait attacks, jump off, and then while he's doing the attack recovery, attack him and try to jump off or block. If you manage to get a parry, good for you. They don't last too long, but they give you a bunch of hits. Second phase of the boss, after like 50% of his health, makes the attacks much more dangerous and really fast. So watch out for that. You'll have to learn the attack patterns and animations. There's no way around it if you want to beat Fat done quickly. We go to the left corner here, full jump right, full jump left, full jump right. Make sure you full jump through the hole, not bump on the ceiling. Jump up here, from this little hill jump right. We don't want to talk to Igor. Right after this wooden platform and between the beam, so here, you want to do a full jump right. Then you land here, full jump left. Full jump right, so you land here. This is the fastest way to get around the outskirts. Stand on the upper section of this slope. Full jump left, little jump, full jump into the wall. Pick up the item. Full jump from this area. The item was for the shield later. Full jump from here. And to get to the bog a little quicker than falling where the bridge normally is, you'll want to hold down and to drop through the floor. Alright. Once you drop into the bog, you want to line yourself up with the left side of this edge of the platform. Full jump up, neutral. Top left, once you're above this platform. Line yourself up again. It's important to be on the very edge, because if you're not, you will bounce off the top of this. Neutral up, full neutral up, and top right. Right side of this platform, neutral up, full jump right. Once you're in, at the very top, line up to the left, neutral up, full jump left. Now you can either buffer a jump, like I said, in the prison, or you can wait and do a medium jump. Medium jump up here, top, full jump right, medium jump after that. From the left side of this platform, full jump left and tap to the right. Brief tap. Not too brief. Now there are two strats you can do here. This one is faster, but it's riskier. Unless you have practiced it, then it's not risky really. It's just precise timing. So full jump left and full jump left again. Hey, Muka. My cat is here again. Meow. Yeah, full jump left and full jump left the moment you leave the ground. This is the tightest timing, but you can also wait a bit. Goes like another frame. This is too late. Okay, now the safer path. You go to this edge. You jump up here, tap to the right. Now you do a full jump from the very edge. And you're already lined up to the very edge of this platform. Now you do a full jump right. And tap at the very end to move a little bit to the right. Here you can either bounce off the ceiling if you want to be fast, or if you want to be safe, just jump like this. From the left side of this edge, so not here, because you will bump in the ceiling, but here, full jump left, and at the very top of the jump, you do a brief tap right. This is a full jump. And this is a full jump, but if you want to be faster, you can just full jump left and tap again. Now, from the right side of this platform, and this is quite important, from the right side of this platform, you do a full jump right, and a full jump right again, but you want to take a brief break between the presses. So like, hop, wait, and again. Once you're in Bog Beach, you want to jump up here, you were not going to the monastery. Drop down here, this is a full jump. Hop, hop. Bravo. It happens. Even to the best. Well, which is me. I have never failed to mention that. Once we get to the fly area here, you want to move slow. Line up to the edge. Full jump right. Full jump left. Wait a moment. See what the flies do. And then full jump right. That was a good outcome, you could say. So, if you have a bad experience with this particular jump, you can just line up to the edge and full jump. Easy. I always do it. It's just safer, doesn't waste much time to line it up, and you never fail it. Here, full jump from the right side of the platform, full jump left, full jump. You want to measure this jump so that you land on the chest. Unload the game. Yeah, I was too slow. Unload the game while you're landing, and you should end up with unloaded enemies on the chest. In Bogjo Chasm, once you go through the door, you want to do a medium jump immediately. Without hitting the ceiling, or just hitting the ceiling barely, and then do a medium jump again, but we're gonna skip the cutscene. Okay, so if you hit the ceiling with the head, you won't skip it. So you just want to jump forward and take out the shield. As you see, I missed it, but it wastes like 2 seconds, so jump here from the right side of the platform. This is my setup. By this point, you'll want to switch to Dawn Axe Waters. They're not calibrated, no requirements, so why would we use them? Because we will calibrate for them with respecking at the gargoyle. We talked to Igor. You can take a rest if you have some damage. You want to put everything into faith, which will turn into spite. once we respec. You want to upgrade only the shield. Okay, so it's relatively safe and good way of going through this is going quite quickly down here. Jumping, full jump from here. Jumping against this enemy. Sometimes another bog dweller jumps up here, so you have to also jump over him. Watch out for these stone platforms, because they don't have an edge. This is the route. You want to full jump from this little corner of this platform. Full jump left. Full jump left. Do a little tap. And full jump before this guy attacks you from the left side of this platform. Then you end up behind him. You go to the left side of the chest to trigger the bog dweller jumping down. You unload. He disappears. That's pretty funny, actually. You grab this armor, go down here, open the gate, go through the gate. While you're going through the gate, you can put on the armor. It's level 3, so it's better what you have, probably. Full jump from here, left, right. Respec to Guile, Impulse, Crudeness, Faith. Only crudeness stays. Once you respec, you want to jump at the bird and take out your weapon in the air. This is the fastest way. Kill it. Jump on this platform, here. And from this area where the item is, you do a brief jump to the left. The bird can be in one of 3 positions. It can be despawned. It can be on the left branch, which would be the best. Or when he's despawned is also best. Or he can be on our branch, the one we're landing on, which will require us to jump right and around him. So brief jump to the left, you fall down. It's despawned, so you can just jump from the middle of this platform to the left, full jump. If the bird is here, you will slap on this platform, you will slap and move to the left like this. You want to get up, do a little jump to the left, and full jump from there, and then time your jumps correctly. If the bird is here, you do the same full jump. Aaron's Ravine, you have to learn the timing for this jump. It really isn't hard, but it's possible to screw up like everything. Jump into this little I don't know, crevice. That's depression in the floor. Full jump right. Get onto the higher platform. If this is scary to you, and you actually I almost fell, you can jump back down and try again. Low jumps here, so you don't trigger the bird. From exactly here, full jump, medium high jump, jump here, here. Line up to the edge and do a full jump right. This will let you move past it. Now, full jump. Don't be scared to do full jumps here. Well, not this one, but here, up here. Unload the game so the tyrant won't be there. Grab the +4 filament. +5 even, Jesus. Okay. This will upgrade our shield. It will be very safe. From this exact spot, not against the wall, but a little bit to the right. Full jump right and you will bounce off the ceiling. Or, if the gross tyrant catches up to you, you want to jump over him, and from here do a full jump. This is a relatively new strat. We'll walk into the boss. Watch out for this platform because it has no edge. You can fall down there. Get to the left corner here, unload. Once you load back in, do a little hop to trigger the bird. And do light attacks. It's better to wait a moment and see what the bird is going to do. Once you do 4 chains, you can stun him. If the birds are really nice to you, you line up on the middle of this stone here. Full jump right, jump to the left, and full jump from the middle of this platform. But if the birds are a nuisance, just unload. And do it slowly. So from here. Okay, to quickly go through this tower, you either land here or you jump past it, but not land on these stairs. So if you manage to jump here, that's great, but it's generally just better to land here and walk off of it, because you land on these stairs. Now, I think it's better to just drop down and then jump left. Jump right to open the gate. The hardest jumping section in the game, probably. You'll have to do it quickly, or you'll have to fight the enemies. I'll show you how I do it. I get to the mushroom patch here. I do a brief jump from the mushroom patch, line up to the right, get here, do a jump up here, over here. I'm already too slow. Depending on where you land, you jump here. I will have to unload the enemies so I can show you slowly. Line up to the left side of this little platform, and from the left side of this platform, jump full left and then right. Do this quickly. Follow these platforms. And jump from the edge here. And you are next to the boss. But if for some reason you get caught up on the enemies, you'll have to kill them. It's best to do it like this. 1 sec. Jumping up here, getting rid of this guy, and killing the other guys. If you get a level 4 armor, by all means put it on, because it's just better in every way. You'll have to learn the attack patterns, but basically what you need to know is that if you're at this distance from the cockatrice and she doesn't do a charge attack, which is that, it means she'll do anything else. So you're basically free to set up, like walk up to her, bait the other attacks. You want to always be behind cockatrice, unless when you can't. And avoid this attack, essentially. When she jumps up, you want to jump over her and spam light attacks, because they are very quick and they build up... Oh, well, not like this. They build up stagger. After this charge attack, cockatrice never attacks again. She will always do a back pedal. So you might have noticed that I said that cockatrice won't do a charge attack right after a charge attack, which she didn't. She did a peck and then she did a charge attack. There is a timer on that, from what I think. So even if she bucks up, it might be the case of like of her having a cooldown on the attacks. During the second phase, boulders fall, and you'll have to be more careful. Also, this attack will happen. You stand at the 3/4 of the arena, away from cockatrice, and wait for her to fly up into the air before you jump. Once you defeat cockatrice, you want to equip Cock's Foot. If you're going very quickly in Guttergap Gully, like this, the enemy up here will wait and block your path. So you want to wait just a brief moment on this little shelf and then keep going. So you can jump over him. Jump over these enemies. From this little bend of the platform, do a full jump into the wall. Up here, these are mostly full jumps. Watch out so you don't fall here, this loses a bunch of time. There's a lineup from where these two, the diagonal line and the flat line, come together. It's a full jump lineup. Get up here. You want to wait for the enemy to throw the axe. See if it's landing here or here. If it's landing here, you have to block it. Just like that. Get to the left side of this platform and full jump right. Here another unload is coming in fungal fields. Right after you leave, You do full jump right, jump on this platform, take out the shield, and as you hold the shield in your hands, you want to unload and the enemies will be gone. If you're a beginner, I recommend that you pick up filament fragments and a filament fragment in Bog Beach, and then buy upgrade material for the armor, because it gives you whole section wastes of upgrading wastes around 20-30 seconds maybe, if you know what to buy. So you buy 4 plus 4 filaments, 4 plus 3 filaments, or I think it was 3, but I don't have the money because I died a bunch of times. And then you upgrade the armor. You also want to double check you equip the Cock's Foot, level up all Spite. We level up Spite and not Impulse, even though Impulse has the same scaling, because I think somehow if you stack a lot of Spite, or not just Spite, but maybe one attribute, the sort of damage that you deal from attributes builds stagger more consistently between attack combos. I'm not entirely convinced that it's the case, but it's been like this for me, and this is what we've been using. Rest, so you heal, level up, and upgrade the shield, of course, the shield. If you're advanced and you just want to save as much time as possible, you don't upgrade the shield, you don't even jump in here. And you fight Gruda's champion with a weak shield that can easily break. But there is a gimmick to it. So, okay, so if this enemy is here, you can't go there. Line yourself up so that this little bend touches your toes. And do a full jump right. Jump up here, up there. Watch out for the puffballs. Now this section, full jump right, and there's a puffball there, that's not good. And try to jump on the enemy that's on the platform, so that you end up on the right side of the cultist. If he spawns on the left side of the platform, it's much easier to do. If you miss it, don't worry, there's an easy setup to get it right again. So I missed it, I fell down, that's okay. From this platform, line up to the left edge, full jump left, full jump right, head bump, and it puts you here. Go over here. If you, for whatever reason, you fall down here, this is a full jump. Jump up here. If you need, quickly try to grab some carrots. But it might end up as a disaster. Open the door and quickly head inside. Take out the Cock's Foot, land next to Gruda's champion. This attack means you can do a full combo. This attack means you have to block and walk backwards. This attack you have to avoid. Once you block this and move back, it's only 2 hits on the shield. Light, heavy staggers briefly the enemy. And lets you continue light, heavy throughout the fight until you stagger him completely. And then you want to do light, heavy. And then repeat, depending on what attack he chooses. You can choose any attack, so good luck. This boss is hard and unpredictable. Yeah, really good luck with that boss in your runs. Full jump here if you want. It puts you next to Igor. Oh,
look at this frog.
Level up Spite. Upgrade the shield to level 6 if you grab the +5 filament. And you're good to go. Get up on this platform, bounce from the side of this platform, quickly jump to the right to avoid the flies. These are full jumps. Really, and I can't stress it enough, be cautious of the puffballs. If this enemy gets in the way, you can kill him with 2 lights. Jump to this platform, line up to the right edge, take a little step to the left, and then a full jump right makes you end up here. You can get past this enemy quickly, but I'll kill him so I can show you. Without going too quickly, actually. So you don't know what's happening. So, a little step to the left, but not a really small step, because then it's not gonna work. Like a step. Full step to the left. You get on this platform, the right edge, it's a right full jump, and then from here left full jump. If there is a puffball here, you'll have to jump to this platform before it explodes. If there isn't a platform, you can line up and do a full jump from here. However, if you are at this platform, jump from the right side, because then you end up on this corner. Quickly make your way here and full jump, then get over this enemy, don't fall here. Open the gate, get hit if you must. And we're almost in Fortress of the Famished. Full jump left the moment you exit the door. Walk up to here, full jump right. From this corner, full jump right. Stand behind the barrel, full jump right. If you fall, it's possible to get this jump from here. It's just much trickier. Or line up a jump from here after you fall all the way down. Yeah. The easy way to go about it is to line yourself up with this corner and full jump left. And now just do full jumps until you fall down here. This is the safer way because it doesn't trigger an extra archer. Full jump from here. Now you have to move quickly. If you don't move quickly, you'll have to just deal with all the enemies. This is the more risky way to do it. Only slightly more risky. A line up from about here. That's a full jump. Get past this enemy. Stand on the very edge of this platform. That's a full jump. And go to hell. Get up here. If you still have a full hot dog, well, congrats. If you don't, try to grab health. A little jump forward here will trigger the thrall and you can kill him. And forward and back will trigger the other one. This puts you behind Max Chicken so you can trigger an attack from him. That's a fast start. Oh, this is easy damage. Heavy hits deal shield damage. If he does a slide, it's very often that he does another slide afterwards, if you're on the other side of him. If he starts a slide from the end of the map, he ends up around this area, so you can just wait for him here. This is probably a kill. Almost. What am I doing? Yeah, so heavy attacks break the shield, break through the armor a little bit. If you haven't taken any damage up until this point in the whole second part of the game, huge props. We are moving through this door, and now we do 6 full jumps continuously. One after another. 1, 2, 3. Be sure to buffer them. 4, next. 5 and 6. Then you move over here. This is a foolproof technique. It never failed. Up here. Stand next to the beam for 2 seconds or 1 second. Full jump to the left. Get up here. From the side of this platform there. After you get on the bricks, a little jump to get off. Jump over this guy. Land on the right side of this platform. Full jump into the wall. Get up here. And try to avoid the attacks from these enemies. Open the door, go into the feast holes. No, not feast holes. Ravenous ramparts. Up there, if you spam the use key, the thrall won't hit you while moving close to the door. Another unloads are coming up here. 2 of them actually, if you want to be safe. Move up to the right side of this rack with tomatoes or onions or whatever they are. The big guy disappears. Full jump right. Get to the chest. Jump above the shots. Open the chest. This is the kitchen key, I believe. Jump up here. Unload with a shield, so you're safe. The thralls disappear. The fat guy is back, so get out of here as quickly as you can. He shouldn't catch you here. Now quickly, after this unload, move forward. 1, 2, full jump. I missed it. But if you do it quickly and then move to the right, the archers won't target you and they'll miss you. Full jump from the right corner as you saw, and 2 brief jumps. The next brief jump is a little longer than the first one. Full jump from there, gets you on the stairs. Now you want to jump over these enemies, and from here, do a full jump. Line up to the left side of this platform. Full, 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 and a brief jump here, and you're up there. If you're scared, you can unload after jumping on any chandelier, honestly. If you didn't get hit super, you don't have to even pick up hot dog. If you have gotten hit, or you had to run away from the arrows, right from the middle of the platform, but a little bit on the right side. So like this, full jump left. This is the fastest way to get up. Nodric fight. The only tip for the Nodric fight I have is actually to kill this guy on the right, because you want to be behind Nodric when the fight starts, because then he doesn't use the crazy attack he can do. Left, left, right. Although, if you can manage to hit him with just the light attacks, always try to parry his attacks if you can, or rather perfect block. If you manage to stun him, try to rack up as much damage as you can. He's gonna do the Jesus pose now. If you have the cock's foot, you can hit him twice if you're standing directly under him like this. But I failed somehow. This is okay because I'm behind him. He does a single attack. A perfect fight with Nodric is around 2 minutes. An acceptable fight with Nodric is a little over 2 minutes. That's another stun on Nodric. This fight is going quite well, to be honest. You can jump once Nodric starts falling down. Sliding off the platform, I mean. That was actually a perfect Nodric fight when it comes to lack of his attack choice. He didn't attack at all, actually. It's funny. Jump from here to reach Percy, and that's the end of the early access speedrun with Jump King Quest. Oh.
Look at this frog.